Motivation is very important. In fact, I speak a lot about it here in this channel. But as much as I believe that motivation and being able to motivate yourself is important, it's not one of the most important skills an entrepreneur should have. It's like imagine trying to find motivation to do a job like this. No motivation here, it just has to get done. I believe one of the other most important skills an entrepreneur should have is discipline. The reason for that is because even when you're not feeling motivated, you will be disciplined enough to put in the work that you have to put in. And the reason discipline is so important is because some things don't require you to have motivation. In fact, there is no motivation whatsoever for you to do them. So you just have to be disciplined enough for you to actually do those things. So, for example, we could say for myself, for example, I don't like doing administrative work. So when I have to do administrative work, it's actually dreadful, but I do have to do it. So whatever it may be in your business, whatever it may be in your journey, discipline is very important when it comes to you doing that. So how do you get yourself to a point of being disciplined when you put in the work? See, let's say you jump and then you say, okay, I hit the ground with my feet. It's time for me to start jogging, start running. How do you source that discipline? Unfortunately, there is no sourcing it like motivation. You could source it by watching a video like this one, for example, or even a song can motivate you, or going to the gym can motivate you. Discipline is more of a mental thing. It's a mindset thing where you have to tell yourself that, okay, if I want to wake up every single day, go to the gym, and then after gym start working, then there will be days where you don't want to go to the gym, or there will be days where you do go to the gym because you feel like going to the gym, but when you come back, you don't feel like working. So, where's the motivation when that's happening? There's none. Sometimes the motivation doesn't come at all. You don't get the dopamine effect after even putting in the work. So you have to just be disciplined enough to know that, okay, if I put in this certain action, if I do this certain action, it will lead to these certain results. And without me doing these actions to lead to the results that I want to get to, unfortunately, nothing will happen. And unfortunately, again, as I mentioned, there is no motivation for you to do it. So you just push yourself. That pushing yourself is not you forcing yourself, it's not you saying you don't negotiate with yourself. It's more of discipline. We are all inspired, we are all motivated to do great things, but it's those who are the most disciplined in their craft, in their journey, who will do the most in whatever journey that they're in. These are the people who will be most successful. Because I believe that sometimes we know people who are super successful, or if we could use school as an example, there's people who seem to be very, very smart. You see it in their results. But when you speak to them, you realize that, well, they're not so bright. So, what's so different about them? What's different about them is that not only are they motivated, yes, it is a good thing to be motivated, but they are hard workers. And being a hard worker comes with being disciplined. So they are disciplined with their studies. And the results show at the end of the year or end of the term on the report. Is it called report? Wow. On their report. So the same applies to business, the same applies to hustling. Sometimes you are running a small business, you are trying to push it to a certain extent, and in order for you to get there, you have to be disciplined and you have to work hard, and it might take you a while. Sometimes you might feel like you're crazy, like putting in the work and you're not seeing results. But if you compare yourself, if you've been running a business for 3 years, no matter how small it still is, if you compare that business in 3 years to the first day it started, you'll realize that the progress is actually quite big. And if you put in the discipline and you keep on working for the next 3 years or even another 6 years, making it about 9 years, then the progress will have been much bigger and much better. So, discipline, that's what we should have. Hope you liked this video. See you in the next one. Watch the previous videos and subscribe to the channel. Much love.